Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what you don't see coming. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 3 piles together. Actually, I want to switch it the other way around so that we don't see the pictures. And 1, 2, also the green one sticking out, so let's take it and see what we have. Right, so for pile number 1, you have rainbow. For pile number 2, you have amber. And for pile number 3, you have tiger. Let me adjust the cards. I feel like they're a little bit tilted, and I'll be back. That's better. Sometimes when I feel like a deck has that, tilt, you know what I mean. You probably experience it in some of your decks too. I sometimes take the time to adjust every card, but then when I put them back together, they go back to that shape again. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful deck. I love it and appreciate it very much. Let's now add the crystals in case you like to pick with crystals. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 2, you have the Citrine. It would have been nice if it was an amber, but I don't have an amber tumble in my collection yet. So we're going with the beautiful Citrine today. And for pile number 3, you have the Mookaite Jasper. And this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that or these will probably be the piles for you here today. As I always say, if you feel drawn to just one pile, then this will be your pile. But if you feel drawn to more than one pile, perhaps you even feel drawn to all of the piles today. Nothing is too little or too much. It is all up to how you feel about it. And so if you're feeling several, then these will also be the piles for you as well. There's no such thing as too little or too much, as I mentioned. Once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your times, and I will see you in your readings. I will now, by the way, start the zodiac signs. And I want to say something here. If you click on your piles intuitively, you do not find your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it at all. They could represent, just like all the cards on the table, some energy that is surrounding you in regard to the question we asked. So it does not necessarily have to be your zodiac signs. In fact, we do pick up a lot of oracle cards that have many zodiac signs, and they don't always pertain to everyone listening. So if you know that you're not going to be picking by zodiac signs today, then know it's an energy that's meant to be in the pile, and that's okay. And guys, I'll see you in your readings. But if you like to choose your piles using your zodiac signs, this part of the introduction is made specifically for you. If you don't, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and skip this part altogether. Okay, so I personally love this part very much. Let's now add the zodiac signs to every pile. Well, the way we do it is that we place 4 zodiac signs for each pile. So let's shuffle them really nicely, really well. There. Okay. We won't see what's inside. Let's pick our first 4. So for pile number 1, the first sign is Cancer. Second is Leo. Third is Taurus. Oi. And fourth is Scorpio. Wow, magical how the universe works. So second pile, The signs are Virgo. Second one is Gemini. Third one is Libra. And the fourth sign for this pile is Aries. Right, so the third pile, the signs for the third pile are Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Pisces. So, my dear soul family, these are the signs for every pile. Feel free to use either your rising, your sun, or your moon, perhaps even the three if you feel like it today. If you would ask me, I would guide you to choose using your rising sign. It is the sign that deals with your outermost life, and so hence you will find it likely more to be the one that resonates with you the most. But you know, how can we help not pick by our sun signs, right? So please do what suits you and what you feel like today. This is an extra option to help you choose. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your pile or piles, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile intuitively, then you were drawn to the beautiful rainbow as well as the yellow aventurine. But if you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, in that case, the zodiac signs for this pile are Cancer, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Welcome to the reading, guys. These are the oracle decks that we will be using for today's reading. Let me create space. And today we're taking a look at what you don't see coming. Also, I want to mention, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Do note that these are energies present in your reading and don't necessarily always have to do with your zodiac signs. Oh, we're starting with a month. And so it's just like the cards that we use, and they have zodiac signs in the oracle cards that we use, and they don't always necessarily have to do exactly with your zodiac signs. Right, so let's now check what oracle cards you have for today. So, whoa, right off the bat, you have Saturn in Capricorn with riches. I feel like your pile right away is talking about unique blessings or some sort of prosperity happening to you. But let's find out together. So, you also have Mercury in Taurus with resistance. All right. You have an overactive sacral chakra card with I feel aggressive. All right. And you have the Lenormand card, Ring. Okay, actually we can put it here because we have 2 more tea leaves. We can place one here and one there. So the month is August. And the tea leaf is bird flying. News is on the way. So excited for this pile, wondering what this is all about, especially the August month that came in. But let's read first, before we pick up your tarot cards, what's on the rainbow card. So rainbow, lucky in several cultures around the world. Increase luck. So rainbows symbolize beginnings and good luck, appearing after a storm to prove there's light after darkness. A rainbow appeared after the great flood in the Bible as a promise from God that he would never flood the world again. In Ireland, leprechauns keep their pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, which therefore symbolizes wealth. Do you see? That's the second time here. And in ancient Japan, the rainbow was believed to be a celestial bridge, known as the floating bridge of heaven, same as in Norse mythology, by the way, that the creators of the world stood on to create land. In Norse mythology, it's where the gods travel to heaven. So, and also the warriors that were brave in war So anyways, how to capture luck. Look out for the combination of rain and sun to spot a rainbow in the sky. Guys, this is gonna be a very, very positive reading. I'm feeling it in my heart already. Very excited for you guys. I almost feel some sort of sacred energy in your reading. Okay, has the universe given you a promise and you kind of felt like your world was resistant for you to actually give you that promise, almost to a point where you felt like the world was avoiding giving you that promise? Well, I have great news for you. And that's exactly what it says. News is on the way. Let's check out your tarot cards. This way we'll get a clear, good picture with your tarot cards to understand what to expect next for you and what is happening that you do not see coming. So, what doesn't pile number 1 see coming, please? What don't they see? I'm gonna stop. These are the cards that are meant to come out, I believe. Okay, so what don't you see coming? Right, so first of all, there is the 5 of Pentacles. There is the 9 of Wands, and it's cold. That does explain the energy we just found out from your... doesn't this look like the sun that came after the rain? It could be representing, of course, timing, no question about it, but I believe now, seeing these cards, that this is the sun that the rainbow card was referring to. This is your significator card. And it is explaining great times after some dark times to show that there's always something good after the hardships. So let's find... I feel aggressive. I feel like I have a strong intuitive feeling that something powerful is happening, something strong, you know. Not all extreme, like overactive, is necessarily a bad thing. And I'll tell you why I just stopped here. I just channeled something important and I want to give it the respect that I just picked up. Sometimes you do need an over of something. An over or an extreme of something is not right most of the time, but sometimes you need it. Like, for example, sometimes you need to take an extra or an extreme step to save someone. Let's say you're stuck on an island and this person is dying because of their toe that's infected and is going to infect the rest of their body. So it's an extreme thing to think about, you know, removing that toe to save that person, to removing that toe. But sometimes you do extreme things to make something come to balance. Or like, for example, if there's a flood coming, actually flood is not exactly what I wanted to say. Like heavy rains to the extent where it's like affecting the crops that are growing. Sometimes like a couple of really hot days, extremely hot days may not be a good thing, but it may just be the thing that helps evaporate the water and bring things to balance again. So what I'm channeling here is, just like there was extreme cold, there is extreme blessings coming in. That's what I'm seeing. Like, just as you have experienced that extreme side of something in your life, now the opposite energy is coming in from the other side. And it's really interesting. A couple of days ago, I was explaining to a pile about, was it yesterday? Was it a couple of days ago? A couple of days ago, yeah. When you have a metal rod and it's like really tilted, sometimes you need to like push it to the other extreme so that it comes in the middle. We were talking about something else entirely, about karma, I believe. But it reminds me of that example, your energy here. And it's like you were taken to one side of experiencing some sort of energy, and now you're like being taken to the other extreme, absolutely happy in order to bring things back into balance. That's what I'm seeing here. And so the overact of sacral chakra, sacral chakra has to do also with the enjoyment of life, the joie de vivre. So that's why I feel that you're getting extreme prosperity in that part of your life, and that extremity is helping bring you back to balance. Okay, so that's what I envisioned, and that's why I stopped looking at the cards for a moment, just to make sure I bring out what I envisioned in my mind. So you have the Judgment card. Interesting. You have the Hierophant. I have some great message for you here. The Hierophant, yeah. You have the World card. The Two of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Three of Cups. The Ace of Wands. And the Justice card. You also have three cards. I've been channeling so much as I've been looking at your cards now. It's unbelievable. So that prosperous time of your life that's coming in, because we have the World card, things are coming into completion. They're finally coming into balance with you. That balance I've been talking to you about. We see for you a clear new beginning in an area of your life that was very cold. So you will be getting news soon, and you are going to be a very lucky person who gets into super prosperous times. Because of that, you will also want to be careful as you're moving to the extreme of this energy. And it seems like your pile here is really taking us very close to that extreme, and is making sure you realize that it's going to be extreme. And you want to be careful with that energy as well. I mean, if you're lighting a candle, it's great. It brings good energy. It lights up the space. There's so many advantages to lighting a beautiful candle. But if you get too close to it, you can burn yourself. It is fire after all. So it's kind of, the reading is telling you, because it's not the reading necessarily just about blessings, it's about what you don't see coming. So there are many aspects you don't see about this, and consequently what you won't be seeing coming because of it, consequently. So here it's saying it's going to be so good, but you want to be careful, especially that this is the Judgment card, because as you're rising from these difficult times and experiencing these beautiful prosperous times, don't get too close, aka don't get too attached, because getting too close to this energy, or maybe extremely enjoying it, may hurt you, just like the moth here that's coming too close and to its own detriment. So you want to celebrate it, you want to enjoy it, but perhaps here this is talking about attachment. Don't be too attached. Enjoy it, but don't live it too deeply. I mean by that, don't invest too much emotions into it. Just like it's wrong to invest too much emotions into our sadness or anger. Yeah, it's healthy to experience it, but the advice is always not to dwell into it. You also want to have that balance during extremely good times, to enjoy that. That's your right to love it, to enjoy it, but don't fall madly and deeply in love with it, because it could be to your own detriment. Don't start telling yourself things. I don't know what I would do without these prosperous times. I don't know what I would do without this money that's coming in, or I don't know what I would do without this car that I'm buying, or anything, or I don't know what I would do about this love in my life or these people in my life. Don't talk to yourself into being attached, whether you realize it or not. Enjoy it is the message that you have here for sure, but don't get too close to your own detriment. Yeah, so that's the very strong message that I'm seeing here, because it is truly showing you that you are now getting into some form of great wish or wish fulfillment energy. Yeah, wish fulfillment energy. And it was coming so slow with the tortoise here, that it's very intriguing to just fall in love with it so much. And I believe what this Two of Cups is trying to say: fall deeply in love with it, or celebrate it too much to your own detriment. You want to move forward with this beautiful energy in balance. Does August mean that what you don't see coming will be next August? Perhaps, or may not be at all. Reading times, we have to be very careful with it. That's why I always repeat in every reading. It's just like every card that may not be taken literally. So could it be August? Yes, it could be August. Could it be in 8 months? It could. Could it be on the 8th of next month? Or if you're watching this later, of this month that you're watching it in? It could be. Could it be in 8 days? Could it be 8 weeks? Like, that's 2 months. Take it how it resonates. So all I can say is that this is, you are like in some sort of bardo, finally moving from difficult times, and you'll see really beautiful times ahead. And it happens to only unique people, in my opinion, because of the rainbow in Norse mythology, where the gods use it to get to the other side, and also the warriors, like I explained, that were very brave in the war, and so on. Were very brave to protect their people, and so on. Yeah, a lot of you are also getting a lot of wealth, that's for sure, because we did see that twice. Again, I don't like to just say things literally, but it does look like there's definitely great wealth here, because it's been repeated twice for you guys. In all cases, Ace of Wands means that this phase of your life has just begun. It has already begun, and Knight of Wands shows that it's going to be moving rather quickly for you. You're going to be seeing that effect of it rather quickly for you. I believe if you commit to something, or maybe it's because news is committing to you. I don't know. Maybe these are what the 3 cards are explaining in terms of that commitment. Let's find out. So you have the Emperor. You have the Knight of Swords. Okay, it's definitely moving quickly, because these are the 2 fastest knights in the deck. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. And you have the 9 of Swords. Look at all these star signs here. These are the 12 zodiac signs. So what is this ring signifying, or this commitment is signifying? It's signifying freedom. It's signifying that you'll finally be set free from what seemed like a void, emptiness, perhaps no way out. This feels like not just stress, but illness, like not being able to deal with anything at this point with this card. Really, really not being able to deal with anything. Tired. Look at that bird, exact bird, coming out feeling healthy, strong, and swift. Wow. So this is a commitment that you will be assisted in healing yourself, finding yourself once more, feeling strong and stable again. And that is probably why I channeled this strong energy. Sometimes one is feeling such extreme energy, and moving to the extreme is helping inevitably bring something into balance. So yeah, the news is going to be so good. The things that are going to be appearing and changing in your life are going to be so good that it's going to truly help assist you in finding yourself once more, finding your true power, and feeling stable once more. As you feel strong, stable, and able to move quickly, and find your strength back again, it's going to feel very, very good for you. You're going to be living a unique life, might I add, my dear pile number 1. And for this reason, in order to finally get your balance, don't stay in that extremity. Don't get attached to it, so that you are able to find your balance once more and heal during these great times. So celebrate it, enjoy it, but don't fall madly and deeply in love with it. It is there to help you balance yourself, and balance means you're going to experience a balanced, beautiful world moving forward. It's all about helping you find your balance. And so this is happening through giving you that other extreme, beautiful taste of life. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1. It's going to be beautiful for you. This was your reading, my dear pile number 1. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I did partner with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to be able to bring out this project to you so that you can eat healthy, but at the same time have the rest of the day to do what is important for you. So if you're interested in checking it out, you find a link to it down in the description box. If you're vegan, I got you. There's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps even for the rest of your life. My dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a real pleasure doing this unique pile for you. Wishing you the best from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Good luck in these great times. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to your pile intuitively, then you were drawn to the beautiful Citrine as well as the Amber card. But if you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then the signs for this pile are Gemini, Aries, Virgo, and Libra. Welcome, guys, to your reading. And if these zodiac signs are not your zodiac signs because you picked intuitively, please do not worry about it. Do know, just like every card, they to you represent certain energy that pertains to the message that that we've seen today. That we're asking about today. And I'm sure if we put a little bit of channeling time after I've seen the cards, they will definitely completely resonate with the message that that you're meant to hear today. So today we're taking a look at what you do not see coming. Before we reveal the cards, let's read what's on your significator card. Here we have Amber, of course. Lucky in several cultures around the world, a fossilized resin rather than a gemstone. Amber has long been a symbol of good luck. The Vikings in Scandinavia used it to attract strength by carving into the shape of powerful animals. Really interesting. Okay. Greek and Roman women used it for fertility, and gladiators carried it with them into battle. And ancient Chinese cultures labeled it the soul of the tiger. Oh, you know, the third pile has a tiger. And so if you're highly drawn to it, or if you feel drawn to it, I highly recommend it. So how to capture luck. Carry amber with you if you want to come out on top in a meeting. So I'm really sensing through the amber, although I want to wait to see the rest of your card, is what you don't see coming is that you'll be successful in some endeavor in your life at the moment. That's for sure with the amber here. And you know what? If you have an amber, I would highly recommend in that case you wear it these days. I believe it will, just like the ancients, it will help you with that endeavor. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. You have Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be seen, you're gonna be showed off, you're gonna, something like that. Let's see. You have Mercury in Gemini with excitement. And it kind of reminds me, actually, just with great throat chakra, maybe you're getting news or that you will be speaking something and standing out for it. Let's find out. You have the Lenormand card, the person, okay. Whoa, and you have the bouquet. I really feel that you will be recognized with the person here for sure. That's exactly what I keep getting for you. I like to wait. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lately, I've just been very excited that the cards are just coming clearly together. Let's wait. You have Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Okay. Let's do that. Is there anything here? Yeah, Ace of Spades. It's fine. You have Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Whoa, and you have coins. Money will be coming to you. The money in these piles today is really cool. You know what? Actually, it makes a lot of sense that you get a lot of wealth in today's reading, because as I've been hearing from astrologists, this cycle of solar eclipse that started in 2021 between Taurus and, what was it? Scorpio, between Scorpio and Taurus, as I've understood, this cycle has been helping us with resources, wealth, self-esteem, things around these areas. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you have being successful, especially that we're like ending this solar eclipse season between Scorpio and Taurus with the lunar eclipse that's happening at the end of this month. If you're watching this now, on the 28th of October. It is a timeless reading, but in terms of what I've been mentioning, yeah, it makes sense that we see a lot of wealth in today's reading. So you have overactive throat. I was just saying, right? It reminds me of throat chakra. I didn't focus, not coming to think about it. I really didn't focus here that this would be a throat chakra, of course. So overactive throat chakra, it says, I talk more than I listen. Oh, it could mean that you will be clearly heard these days. I'm telling you, didn't I say you'll be saying something and perhaps it's going to get really popular and people are going to be celebrating you. Maybe it's in your work. Maybe you are a speaker. Who knows? Maybe you're going to write a book or express yourself. Maybe you're a dancer. Maybe you're a singer. But you will be speaking something into existence, creating something. Expressing yourself is the right word. And you will be greatly recognized for it. Perhaps with the camel here, persevere and you will overcome problems. Perhaps your expression will be helping into saving something so ancient with the amber here. Something ancient. It's interesting that came out. I wanted to say something that has been an old problem and you're finally fixing it or something. And you will be getting a lot of wealth. You will be regarded as wise or interesting. adding into the conversation. So you have underactive root chakra with I am unfocused. And to be honest, I feel like this is what's talking about in terms of instability. So your talk will be creating stability, whereas it wasn't there before. I don't know what you're going to be doing, pile number 2, but you're going to be getting a lot of success. Mark my words with that, and you will be getting wealth with it. Congratulations. Wish you all the best of luck with that. You seem to be someone with this extreme throat chakra here who will speak words of truth, powerful words of truth, saving something. My heart's with you. My heart is filled watching your pile. Thank you for this work. And please do let me know, what are you doing after you've done it? Okay, let me bring out your tarot deck. And interestingly, your tarot deck is the Insta Tarot. We'll be seeing a lot of Instagram. And I've pre-chosen this before the reading. And if you want to see this, it's right next to me. There we go. That is the tarot deck that was chosen for this pile. And so I feel here, we'll take these for sure. And I feel like some of you have to do with, see, it's all about social media. Maybe that's why it's going to go so widespread. And maybe you're going to create a post or write a book and people know about you through social media. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you'll be invited on a podcast. Maybe you'll be invited on television and then it will be seen on social media. I don't know, but social media is definitely, as you can see, part of your reading. This deck was pre-picked before this pile. Okay, so let's shuffle your deck and ask, what don't you see coming, my dear pile? And let's keep these two on their own. My dear pile number 2, what don't you see coming? What don't you see coming? These are the cards standing out to me. One more. Oh, no, actually, I shouldn't say one more. There we go. A lot, but these are the ones that I truly felt needed to come out into the... Whoa, look at that. It's kind of representing to me, before we even put them, your popularity. It seems like so many people will be stacked to see you or listen to you or something. That's definitely part of your reading here. You know, this reminds me with ostentation and wealth, wealth and fame and wealth. How can I forget this very famous quote? Rich and famous, being rich and famous. Okay, so look at that. The 7 of Cups. Sushi heaven. Can't wait. Can't decide which one to try first. I feel like you'll be offered so many opportunities with that fame and success coming. It doesn't have to be social media. I know this is a general reading. It could be within your company, through the email. Everybody's hearing about you through the company email. Please take it, of course, how it resonates for you. But because of that, great communication from your side and everybody's side, you'll be spoiled with so many opportunities that you will not even know which one to pick from. They're all nicer and better than each other. And you've only got one you. So you also have the Strength card. Let's also read on the code, because these are the cards that fell out. Some may see a furious beast, but I see a loyal and loving friend. Oh, so sweet. I will find out what this probably means for you. Whoa. So you'll be like very bold, voracious. You're gonna say something that needs to be said, or you're gonna like get to the nib of the idea, find the root problem for something, find the root solution for something. And while it was like, maybe you had the guts to say something, or I don't know, you said something strong, and because of it you're gonna have some loyal following, or people who believe you. Maybe you'll have investors who believe in you, that see you as fierce and believe in you. Very, very interesting reading. Okay, so these are the two ones that popped out. Let's check the rest. What should I say, deck? This reading looks like it's going to be long, fun, entertaining, and full of juicy details. Let's find out together. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Lover's card. Ooh, you're going to get a great offer here that you're going to love. That's the one you're going to choose with the Lover's card. Like you're going to be getting a lot of offers, but one of them is going to be so good. You know, this is like, for example, you published a great book, everybody read about it, and you're getting all these maybe publishers going, I'm willing to, because it worked on social media, I'm willing to take this, I'm willing to sign this contract with you, I'm willing to do that. But then you get an offer from like the best publisher in the world or something, and you're like, oh my God, can you believe it? Wow, something prestigious here is going to be offering you, loving what you are doing, you really loved during that time of your life, and you're going to be choosing that. Maybe if you work in a company, you've achieved something amazing in the industry, and then you'll get the top-notch company sort of asking you out, like giving you an amazing offer, job of a lifetime. Okay, whoa. So you have the Two of Pentacles for a while, my dear pile number 2, what you don't see coming. A new type of problem where you're gonna be so stressed trying to pick which of these offers you're gonna get. Or maybe with the final offer that you're like, that huge company or deal, maybe you're gonna have this hard time making sure you choose, oh, should we do this set like this or like that, or should I move to this office or that office, or should I take these benefits or that benefit, should I move to this country or that country? There's like so many decisions, new type of decisions in your life that you will be taking that you have never experienced before. You have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you did stand up for a bully. Seven of Wands, bullying is never okay, and I won't tolerate it. I'm standing up for myself and others who have been hurt by hurtful words. See, you have that strong following. That's why I like to wait until we have the cards on the table. But your pile, I couldn't help it from the beginning. Yeah, you stood up for something strong, or you solved a great problem that was causing unease for everyone. You have, let's check out your cards first. You have the Eight of Wands. Now, seeing that this came together reminds me why I like to wait. Eight of Wands. Whoa. I kept this card on purpose that came with the deck, and it says loading. There is more that you do not see coming. Isn't that interesting that this would come out in what you don't see coming? This card is kind of saying, just you wait, Henry Higgins. I mean, this card is saying, if you think that's awesome, just you wait to see how your life is about to explode. Explosions of celebration. Eight of Wands, these things are coming quickly. Huge celebrations, maybe even so many people celebrating you, my dear pile number 2. Your pile excites me in a crazy way. I wonder who you are. I wonder what you're doing. But if you haven't finished what you're doing yet, I would highly recommend you don't talk about it. Finish it first. But when you do, I would love that you tell me about your story. Please don't forget to come back and let me know what's going on here. Okay, so how many cards do we have left? We have a lot. We're staying together for a while, and I'm respecting that this is what the universe wants to give you. So let's take our time. Well, one thing I'm seeing with this butterfly being preserved, of course, knowing that this is the amber, some of you may go down in history being remembered for doing something great. And so this is why you have archway, new opportunities and new possibilities and paths opening up for you. With this combination of cards, now that they're on the table, we've already read them clearly, that new celebrations, big news, big changes are happening to you very quickly at this phase of your life. More things to come. You will get to know about them once you're supposed to know about them, but do know that if you think this was amazing, you have seen nothing yet, my dear pile number 2. So do note that one of these great offers is going to be like something that very little people get to experience in terms of being offered with it, like Hollywood offering it to you, or the biggest publishing company offering it to you, something like that. Biggest company in the industry offering that job to you. This is no small deal, my dear pile number 1. Okay, so we've seen the first part of your reading. Let's now take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the King of Pentacles. First thing I'm hearing right away is that you're going to be very prosperous and rich, specifically. Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, it's a time of great prosperity and generosity. Money will be pouring into your pocket like it comes in for free, like it rains on you, like it grows on trees. Very easy for you. Money, in fact, is not going to be an issue for you any longer. It's going to be just a number. It's going to be so much that I'm envisioning in my head, you've already reached that freedom of getting what you want. Because the number doesn't matter anymore. I've never seen that type of financial wealth on this channel to that extent. I don't know what you're doing, pile number 2. And even if it doesn't come to that extent for you, which I'm sure it will, do know that you're going to be doing really well. But, it is going to come to this extent for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles, new birthday. I know you're going to be seen as a master, as someone who's dedicated, trusted for your experience. Yeah, you're going to be seen as a true master, and you'll be celebrated. People will always remember this date or something. Look at that. This is an extra card in this deck. Just like Rider-Waite, I'm telling you, you're going to be remembered. See, people will be reading about you later on. Everyone will be aware of you. Whether they are working, they're in the cafe, reading, getting into the social media, everyone on some day will be hearing about you. You have the Queen of Swords, the Star card. You cannot not see you kind of energy. You cannot not be seen. Interesting. Feeling like a prisoner of the press. Can't go anywhere without being hounded for a story. Oh my God. It's like you'll be so popular that to an extent where you're gonna feel a bit, gonna be honest with you, you're gonna feel a bit like stuck. You know how really famous people feel they're recognized everywhere and they sometimes feel like they lost a bit of their freedom? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what the Eight of Swords here is saying. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, a delicious new beginning. When life hands you a gold coin, you know it's time to indulge and savor the sweetness. So despite that you're going to be feeling a little bit stuck here, you're going to be enjoying life to the fullest. Maybe that's the one thing coming from being extremely famous, that you may not like about this whole situation, but you're going to savor life and enjoy it like no other. Now, Queen of Swords. The T-square is mightier than the sword. Don't make me use this T-square. I believe that you will have some sort of power where you're so skilled at something that you're not threatened like the rest of the people who are in this industry or in this company that you're in, or whatever this is, have. This power, since this is the Queen of Swords, could be your intelligence. It could be your you being able to speak well. Speak well could also mean that you have a great following and you're respected. It could be you have an advantage and you're seen as fair. So you're seen as wise, respectful. Maybe you're gonna have such great reputation that it's not so easy for others to play you the same way that others would be played in the same company or industry or field or whatever this is. So your cards show that you're gonna be relatively protected because you have some sort of power, perhaps due to your skills, but also due to your reputation. All eyes on you. It's not so easy to play you or something. All right, let's take a look now at the remaining 3 cards of what you don't see coming. Look at that. 10 of Cups, being loved. I may not be perfect, but with my family by my side, I feel invincible. Yeah, it's like you will be absolutely loved and cherished with a lot of people that will love you and believe in you. That's been very obvious since the beginning. And you will truly feel blessed. It's like you're doing this work from the heart and you're loved for it. You have a lot of integrity and honesty, and it shows. Ace of Cups. This is a phase of your life where you feel like the universe is handing you something sweet to enjoy. And you will be traveling a lot, actually. This is a new beginning of you traveling a lot. Because it says on this Ace of Cups, nothing beats a warm cup of tea at 35,000 feet. So hashtag travel vibes, Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's a new beginning where you'll be wandering and exploring many places. These places could be something around you, or it could be new experiences, or it could literally be traveling to different cities around the world. You are getting the true enjoyment of life. And then you have the Devil card, which is kind of very close to the same message that pile number 1 got. This lunar eclipse is gonna be some big thing here, it seems, for everyone. Not a small thing. See, it says, I'll tell you why I just said all of these things. I'm about to begin explaining why. Sorry. So who says the devil can't have a soft spot for kids? But when I try to share my candy, they run away like I'm going to drag them to hell. Yeah, because the devil is scary. So actually, this gives me another idea. It shows us what we saw in the 8 of Swords. There are what you don't see coming with these major changes, that some things that you're going to be doing the same way you did before may not reap you the same results, because now who you are has changed. For example, let's say this devil is like really surprised that he wants to do something good. He says, I'm not always bad. Sometimes I can have a soft spot for kids, but when I try to share my candy, they run away like I'm going to drag them, because these children are afraid of how perhaps he looks. So it's like how something changes when someone's so kind to children, but one day they grow old, and so they play with children. Children may be scared, and they're wondering, they're the same person, why are they scared? So it's like that when you are your whole life is changing now. The same things that you once used to do will change. That will be in the positive and the negative. So let's say you used to work hard to get something, now you're going to get it so easily, maybe over like a text message. But other things that you used to do so easily, maybe people are more intimidated by you, maybe there are going to be changes in your personal life, and maybe you won't be able to do the small sweet things that you used to do when you weren't that famous or something like that. So do know that although you're going to be enjoying the best of what life has to offer to you, and you'll be ultimately happy, remember that other things are going to be changing you, changing your environment, changing what you used to do, and it may not be as easy as it was. So if I were you, I would go out, have fun, do the little things now, because maybe in just a little bit of time, you won't be able to do these things again because you'll be doing other cool things. So hashtag not feeling sorry for you. Just kidding, my dear pile number 2, sending you so much love. Once this happens, please let me know who you are, what you've done. I would be more than interested to hear about your story. Please let me know. I'm so interested. I'm wishing you the best of luck. May you always flourish and live an amazing life. This was your reading. Definitely memorable reading. Wishing you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I did partner with a nutritionist that I really love to be able to bring out this project to you. And if you're vegan, there is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. This way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from for the rest of your life that are cooked in minutes so that you have time to do whatever is important for you. Thank you so much, guys, for... Oh, if you're interested, I don't know if I mentioned this. If you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link down in the description box for it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Wishing you so much vibes of good luck, love, and happiness. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Look, this looks like popcorn. For some of you, it's in the entertainment business. Oh, it actually says popcorn. It's popcorn o'clock, so who knows? All right, bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile intuitively, then your crystal is, I feel these two, the Mookaite Jasper, and your card is the beautiful tiger. And if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the zodiac signs for this reading are Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Pisces. Welcome, guys, to your reading. And if these are not your signs, please don't worry about them. If you've chosen your pile intuitively, do know that just like any card that comes with your reading, they are energies representing the reading for you today in one way or the other. And I'm sure if we spend time analyzing their energies, they'll match up with the reading today. Whoa, look, you've got a green card here. Oh, I just said you've got a green card. Maybe some of you are gonna, like, you've applied for a green card and maybe you're gonna get it. That's what you don't see coming. Maybe you didn't even apply for one, and somewhere in your future you're gonna be getting a green card. I don't know. That's if, of course, you are in the US. 1, 2, or going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's check out your cards. You have Mercury in Libra with influence. You have Mercury again with Virgo with the word caution. Okay. Oh. Right. You have the card with overactive third eye. It says, I see and I feel anxious. And what about we actually put them here? You have an overactive sacral chakra card with I feel jealousy. Okay. And I think they're matching the snake here somehow. Okay. You have the Lenormand card, child. And you know, I feel like some things, some toxic things in your life are gonna be cleared. It's like you're giving you a new beginning, just like a child. And you have fish, the Lenormand card, fish. Okay. And they say school of fish, yeah? And you have a herd of deer. So I feel like things are coming in packs. I don't know what that means yet, but we'll find out. There is like community, things coming in packs, people, a lot of people perhaps, don't know. We'll find out. You have weeping willow, family sorrow. And you have finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. Okay. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. I feel like this is the warning here for sure. Okay. It's like forewarning you. And you have wealth. No, I rest my case. The wealth came in the 3 piles today. I even mentioned it in pile number 2. There is, with the lunar eclipse, it's ending the Scorpio, Taurus, lunar eclipse and solar eclipses season from 2021 to now. It's finally coming to an end. And I see here through the energies of your cards, like there's a lot of wealth, big energies happening. I wouldn't miss the lunar eclipse reading coming next week. I now totally believe there is significant energy after having seen your piles on what you don't see coming. Okay, so let's find out what it is that you do not see coming. My dear pile number 3. One last. There we go. These are the ones I feel. So let's see what your cards are. So right off the bat, you have the 5 of Wands, the High Priestess. Talk about what you don't see coming with the High Priestess here. There is major energy you don't see coming. It's kind of the energy of you couldn't even see coming. Okay. You have the Fool card. Some new beginning is happening in your life that you certainly would have never, like if someone would have sworn to you in the future that this is happening to you, you wouldn't have believed them. Kind of energy. You have the Labyrinth. This is the Hermit card. I see why. It's just like being in a labyrinth. You don't see a way out, but there is a way out, and that's like pointing you out, helping you out, redirecting you out of some toxicity. You have the High Priest. See, this is the Magician. But seeing the word High Priestess, High Priest, I'm getting this confirmation that you wouldn't have seen it coming, not in a million years. Definite confirmation with that. So what you don't see coming is genuinely like the best way you, potent energy of that title. Really, you don't see that coming. And you have the Empress. Having that falling, I feel like things are moving along. Let's keep them here for now. What you call this? I always forget. Griffin. So you can see the Minoan goddess balancing herself on the griffin, and she's being taken high. So there's no question here that in your pile, I do see you moving high. You're moving very quickly in your life. In a time where you're going to feel very prosperous, and that's the Empress card. The Empress sometimes, a lot of the times actually, signify luxury, living comfortable, feeling abundance. So you're moving very high in that perspective, leaving behind you things like toxic people, toxic energies, toxic environment, difficult and challenging problems. You're leaving behind sorrow. So it's kind of like where you had to learn how to deal with that manager, or deal with that neighbor, or deal with that water problem in your house, or deal with that terrible weather, or deal with this, or deal with that. You had like a list of things where you were trying to figure out how you're going to fix them. And now you no longer have to fix any of this, because you're being taken out of this environment that you felt all alone and stuck in. And the wonderful thing about the labyrinth, and perhaps why it is shown in your reading, maybe you thought there wasn't a way out, but with the labyrinth, if you keep walking there, it's inevitable that you're gonna come out. And it's not like one part of the path is blocked or the other one is leading you to a different direction. The wonderful thing about a labyrinth is that if you keep walking, you're eventually going to come out. So the reading is telling you that you are going to come out of some difficulty in your life. Maybe you have people who are very jealous of you. Maybe you have a lot of problems that are making you feel anxious. Maybe you're worried about so many things, but just like a newborn child, you're given a new life. Out of the blue, that's happening for you. And before we move on, we forgot to read what's on your tiger card. That's your significator card. So, tiger, lucky. Throughout Chinese history, the tiger has been a powerful symbol of strength and protection. It is one of the 4 fabulous animals, with the tortoise, the phoenix, and the dragon. The king of the mountain not only brings good luck, but also watches over the dead, and was believed to have the power to chase off evil forces. Exactly. Hence why its image was carved into tombs. Exactly. I feel like you're getting a blissful new beginning that is powerful enough, so blissful, so blissful that it's taking you out of this whole toxic situation. So powerful, it's just taking you out. You no longer have to figure any of this stuff out. It's not your problem anymore. It's not your karma. It's not what you came here to do, at least starting from now. And you're moving into a whole new direction. Like I said, this section really shows that you wouldn't have guessed what's about to happen to you in a million years. How is this wealth happening? How are these windfall of opportunities that are redirecting your path coming? That's highly secret, and you're not supposed to know that yet in your reading. But that's what you don't see coming. The 5 of Wands are kind of showing me that you're not meant to access this information at the moment. It's like, no, we're not accessing this information at the moment because you're on the way out. Once you step out, you'll be able to see the world, or you'll be able to see rather the full picture of this new beginning. And I heard in my mind right now, birthright. So it is so happening to you because it's one of the rights that you were given coming here. It's one of the things you were meant to experience coming here. Something that no one can take away from you. But at the same time, do note that with this new beginning, how you treat this new beginning can either be, and it's kind of mind-blowing, because also that part was a potent energy in at least pile number 1. Opportunity or windfall. How you treat this new opportunity is either going to be very blissful for you, or it might lead to a windfall. It's like going up so high, experiencing something so amazing, but the risks and the stakes are high, because now if you fall, you're falling down a long way. So your reading is telling you, be careful. That's why I feel like the finger here is actually says warning you. You want to be careful because you want to deviate from what could make you feel sad later on. So we're not getting a lot of information on what this going up high is and what the risks involved are, but I still believe that the universe wanted to give you this forewarning for a reason. As you're climbing up high and finding yourself going high very quickly, you want to be mindful and careful of not taking any hasty decisions, because making wrong moves on the ground is far different than making the wrong moves when you're up high. So you want to be mindful is the exact message. You want to be mindful of every move you make, because clicking on, for example, a purchase button by mistake when you're buying a $1 item is far different than if you were clicking on a $500 item, you know? So you want to be careful with every click, every decision. Click was the analogy, of course. But I want to say you want to be careful with every move, every decision that you make, because mistakes before are going to be different than the consequences of the mistakes after. And this is not meant to scare you. This is just meant to make you mindful. Okay, so you've got more cards here. There's more to come. Let's see. Or maybe more about this event. You have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will continue to be the card that shines out. So you have the Queen of Wands. And by the way, guys, some of you tell me that this is the swords. No. In this deck, it is the daggers that are representing the wands, and it is the labrises that represent the swords. So you have the Queen of Wands. You have the World card. You have the Eight of Wands. Wow, you're being freed and things are moving quickly. In fact, it says liberated in the Minoan text. Set free, liberated. I told you, you're going to be free from so many toxic things. You're finally being free and liberated. Okay, World card, of course, shows it's a completion of an error and a new beginning. And with all of the gods, here you have the Minoan goddesses. The Minoan text here says gods. I feel like this is like a universal power so strong that no one can interfere in it. No one, no matter what they try. And you have the Queen of Labrises. That is the Queen of Swords. So you have two queens right under each other, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Wow. And you have the King of Swords. So there's a counterpart here. You might be meeting someone very significant if this is a mission that you're going towards, and you might find the right partner, business partner, right a partner in life. There's a counterpart here on your journey for sure. You will be meeting someone very significant in your journey soon. Mark my words. And the two queens in this deck are about embodying something. It says, I embody. So, and the second thing that I'm noticing is that the Minoan text, of course, on the queens in this deck have key places in Crete, like Kedonia, of course, and here we have Phaistos. So, first, with the different areas, it looks like you may be moving a lot, traveling a lot. Also, embody shows that you are... Oh, embody shows that you, the fabric of who you are, is greatly changing. as your environment is changing as well. Who you are becoming is also what you don't see coming. Queen of Wands. If you're becoming the Queen of Wands, pile number 3, the Queen of Wands is the most charismatic archetype in tarot. She is popular, she is loved, she is interesting, she is vibrant, she's strong, she's full of life, and she's unapologetically her. Loved, revered, and respected, and honored. And the Queen of Swords represents intelligence, represents perseverance, discipline, represents the capability of making the right decisions, the creative process of expression. So I see the combination here is that you are changing, you're becoming more popular, and you are becoming wiser, you're becoming more intelligent, you're becoming more balanced. Maybe even, you may even be creating something intellectual that will really be revered. Yes, with the Tiger, you're definitely becoming very strong. And with the Tigers, protecting tombs. Tombs, they represent something dying and the transformation. So your world is transforming, you're leaving something behind, and you too are transforming. It's like a new child, as if you were born in a new life all of a sudden. You're changing, you're almost to an extent where you're unrecognizable. This tells me that if someone saw you now, they would not recognize you, not with your looks, not with your personality. I mean, what you don't see coming. Not with what you're creating, not the life that you're living. Almost like you've been given access to a new life. Instead of coming as a new person, reliving life, you're experiencing it in your world. Isn't that crazy? Like given two lives in one life. And in terms of the counterpart, I also see it in the World card with the lion and the lioness. This could be someone in your life already. Maybe you have a partner, which is mostly the case for most of you. I see someone by your side. So you and that person are going to the top. Or if you are not in a connection with someone, then you are meeting your counterpart and you're moving along in that new phase of your life. And if you're not interested, in love, I believe then this could be like a business counterpart, a travel counterpart, depending on how this resonates in your reading. But in all cases, major energy ahead. You're only going up from here. My dear, you see the direction? You're only going up from here. My dear pile number 3. So many things ahead for you. I wish you the best of luck, and you'll be guided here. You'll feel like, but how am I going to go up? You'll be guided in each step. It's going to be so clear on what you need to do next, that with things unraveling the way they're gonna be, it's almost as if you have a finger showing you through the signs and the events happening what way to go and what to do. You'll be guided so clearly. Pile number 3 on what to do, and you're only going up from here, my dear soul family. Only up from here. One end of a cycle. With the World card, it's a major arcana. That's what it means, completion. The journey has completed in a chapter of your life. And welcome to the new chapter. You're changing. Your environment is changing. Your opportunities are changing. But like I told you, be careful. When you go up, you are either going to enjoy it so much or you might fall. It doesn't mean that the reading is saying you're going to fall at all. It says opportunity or windfall. The choice is yours. So be mindful of everything moving forward. And other than that, the world is yours. I swear to you, I just heard it in my mind as I was saying it to you. I heard it, said it. I heard the world is mine. That's your song. Pile number 3. That's your song. This is your reading. I truly wish you the best of luck moving forward. I wish you prosperity, happiness, abundance, a life well lived. This was your reading. Truly hope you've enjoyed it. I also channeled something. I channeled that it's like you are given a new life in this lifetime because you've closed an old karma. You've maybe repaid it, you've fixed it, something, and you're given a new chance. All the best of luck, my dear pile number 3. This was your reading. Truly have enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I do post readings nearly every single day. It would be lovely to have you as a part of this beautiful community. Guys, I love you. I am so lucky to have such a beautiful community like you guys. I feel like I don't express it enough because I don't want to waste your reading times, but when my heart is filled with it, I just have to interrupt and say it. Guys, I love you so much. I'm grateful for you every single day because you're such beautiful souls. You're so sweet. You bring so much happiness to me, and I'm very grateful that you guys are in my life. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next reading. Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you're interested in my productivity e-cookbook and you would like to eat healthier, delicious food that are cooked in a matter of seconds, please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. I know it will change your life. I did partner with a nutritionist to bring this out for you guys. And there's a vegan version as well. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. Thank you so much for tuning in. All the best of luck on this next new chapter, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.